Ah, what's up, everybody? Yeah, my bad. Had to take the Browns to the Super Bowl. Wasn't on purpose neither. As soon as I hit the live button, stomach got the bubbling. All right, back to where we left off. We got 2 hours. And y'all lucky I fucks with y'all heavy. Cause my wife put me on baby duty. But she sleep right now, so we good. Alrighty. Let's get back into it. And man's it. Alright, I'm back. I've been sitting here talking to y'all. Goddamn microphone wasn't on. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I ain't do that on purpose. I wouldn't even started the live until I went to after I went to the bathroom. As soon as I hit the live button, stomach got the bubbling. Got lucky I fucks with y'all too. The wife put me on baby duty tonight, but she sleep and mans it. I'm telling your black ass right now. The most time I can add on is an hour. Anything after that goes to tomorrow. You said so my sound. You thought the sound was out? I'll let your black ass know now. And I just got orientation tomorrow. It ain't till 9:30. It's only an hour too. All right, let's get back into it.
But hold up. For the record though, for the record, I'm gonna give I'm gonna give a full presentation on this to teach the people who are watching because young Pharaoh, you're not
Don't
listening.
matter. Come on outside.
Okay? So for the record, I'm gonna say that right. You cut me off. I was quiet the whole time you were speaking. You cut me off, so I'm gonna give a full presentation on this. But to answer your question, go ahead. I'm sorry. You can answer the question because I was just giving a presentation.
Yeah, I mean it's quite silly at this point, but if he really wants a step by step in how it was done, there's plenty of books that you can read on it. You can get the Rosetta Stone by Wallace Budge. And he goes step by step on how the ancient Egyptian script was deciphered. But do you have, and I'm talking to Brother Wujawu at this moment, on your slide, do you have the acrophonic principle on your slide?
No, I don't have it.
See,
I don't have
the Rabus principle is one principle, but the principle specifically
Would be
involved in the understanding of the hieroglyphs and how the glyph.
okay. If my memory serves me right, where we left off is young Pharaoh asked him to do a step by step, basically what Dr. Mayat said about him, right? But ain't that what he was doing the whole time? But Sarnetta cut him off. And I believe he said that too, didn't he? And most importantly, how you want to try to use their argument that they pointed out about you against them? And has Pharaoh answered any questions? Like any questions?
Just get a phonetic value, you have to understand the acrophonic principle. The acrophonic principle is the principle in which we can take an object or a sign of an object. We know the pronunciation of the word, but we'll only use the first consonant of that word to represent the phonetic value. And so if I had time to, look at to do a presentation, I would give you examples of that. But I just wanted to throw that for the record for those who want to understand how the glyphs got its phonetic values. Look up the concept called the acrophonic principle. And the acrophonic principle it instructs you on how the phonetic values came to be on the for the particular glyphs. They're the first consonant for the glyphs that are monosyllabic. The first consonant of the word in the language for that sign becomes the phonetic value for the glyph itself. And so without a visual, it's kind of hard maybe for some of y'all to comprehend what I'm saying. But if I drew a picture of a B, because the phonetic value is B, the B glyph would represent the B sound because the B.
Oh yeah, Mr. Knowles. Before I forget, I watched part of one of those videos that dropped. I didn't get to finish it, but I watched it, bro. You got a lot of knowledge, bro. A whole lot of knowledge. You need to bring your ass up on the platform, up on the panel, one of these days. Stop being shy, nigga.
B phoneme is.
Hold on a second. His shy ass don't want to come up on the panel, but he got a whole lot of fucking knowledge. Won't be all quiet and shit.
The first consonant of the word B. And we could go down the list, and this is how we would assign the phonetic value to each hieroglyph. It is called, once again, for those who are interested, the acrophonic principle.
All right, brother. Can I ask one question? What I want to do right now is go to the phone lines to try to get the people involved because I'm not going to be here all night.
Y'all can hear it okay, right? Because I had to turn it down a little bit. But y'all can hear it okay, right?
So what I want to do is go to the phone line. Peace of Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace, yo. What's up? This is Lex Vortex.
What's up, brother Lex?
What's good?
What's happening?
Peace to everybody on the panel.
Let me know if y'all can hear it.
I just want to say a couple of things with all unbiasedness. You know what I'm saying? I think Osar and Waju did a good job in explaining some points in terms of technicality. But Pharaoh, without a doubt, has won this conversation. Why? For the same reason that this same methodology comes up in other conversations, and it comes down to the process. It's just like the conversation on evolution. What people do in academia when they're overly trained, they give you all this information and knowledge. But Pharaoh asked one of the most important questions in this conversation, and that is showing your methodology, go through the steps and show us the process. I don't want to hear about all of this other stuff, which is not irrelevant. It's relevant, but you have to be able to show the process of what you're talking about. Because even when he talked about the acrophonic process in it, we won't find that on the walls of Kemet. When they wrote these words, when they defined them, they didn't use the acrophonic process or this and that. I'm not saying it's not relevant, but I see what Pharaoh's saying. He's saying that if what you're saying is right and exact, and you're talking about methodology, then you have to be able to explain that process. That means let's go.
Did you not hear the man say that's literally what he was doing, but Sarnetta stopped him? He actually was he was breaking down the words. He literally was going through the process step by step. He just couldn't finish it. China didn't give him enough time. And that's another thing, that's real corny about it. Now the
Go
boys
back to the beginning, right?
please.
Show us how they took this glyph and they came up with a hypothesis, right? And then they implemented whatever their methodology was to get us to the point where they can exactly tell us what this hieroglyph and what sound it represented. What they're doing is showing us modern day things in comparison, saying, well, we can look at this and we look at that. But it's still not a solid foundation coming from the bottom up that gives us a thorough explanation how things happen. And they do this. And what they do is belittle people.
Really, Sal? Really?
So you're disqualified. So I just want to put that out there. Young Pharaoh.
And the fact that they pointed out that young Pharaoh he's using a name from the Meta Netra and has tattoos from the Meta Netra. And that doesn't bother nobody. That lets you know a lot of people, if they like somebody to a certain extent, they'll ignore their flaws. Completely ignore that shit, even if it's sitting right in front of their face. That's one of the biggest things I learned, watching this whole, young Pharaoh debacle.
Oh man, you've been doing what I've been wanting to do for 2 years, but they've been done it, man. You did your thing tonight.
I ain't gonna lie, I used to be like that.
Please, man.
Ask one question.
Every time somebody say something that hits you, y'all go crazy.
No, I want to ask him one question.
Like
I
when
want to
Face it now. Hold on.
This
This is what I'm going to ask you.
one question.
Who wants to answer the brother?
I want to ask.
I'll answer him. I'll answer him.
No, I
Hold
want
on.
to give me a chance to speak. I just
All
want
right.
to ask.
All right. I want Reggie to come in. Come on in, brother Reggie.
When I first saw one of the knee slap videos, I still thought it was funny, but I was one of those pro-black niggas that, like the niggas that jump in my chat. Come on, man, you're another black man. I was like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Reggie been patient.
Young Pharaoh, from the 3 or 4 books that you read, can you show me one author and quote him that said the Meta Netra has not been translated in whole or in part? Can you have that quote?
Can I answer it? Can I answer
Hold on, not you, Lex. It's not for you.
No, it's not for you, Lex.
I can answer that, right, Dr. Reggie?
No, it's Brother Pharaoh. Peace.
Right, I answer that, right?
No, can you just quote one of the authors that said that the hieroglyphics or Meta Netra or ancient Egyptian language has not been translated in whole or part?
Okay, now let me answer your question. When you read, and I'm
No,
saying...
I just want you to quote an author, an authority. No, you have to answer, or you say you don't know.
No, I do know. Let me answer the question.
That's basically kind of the same thing I said earlier. He never tells what part of the book he got it from, He never opens up the book and be like, you can find this in chapter such and such, on page such and such. Like Unc did. He never did that.
Tells you in the book that I'm getting ready to bring out again, that the Demetic text has 14 out of 19 incorrect letters. So now, me logically reading that, and then them saying they used the Demetic text to translate the Rosetta Stone, and doing research on Demetic text and finding out that this language was never corrected. So from the time it was manifested to today, it's still composed of 14 incorrect letters. My common sense tells me that anything that it has
Now do that with hieratic and do that with the No, you say you did it with demotic. That is one form and that's the last form. Do it with the Meta Netra, the classic Medu-Neter and hieratic and show me where an author said that that was not translated.
Now let me answer that question for you. When you study Coptic text,
I'm not talking about Coptic. I'm talking about.
Listen, let me tell you the author. Let me answer. Let me tell you the author. Now, Dr. Reggie, if you don't comprehend what I'm saying, in the beginning of the lecture, before I started, I gave you 3 book references and authors.
No,
so
you
now,
interpreted.
Let me answer your
I
question.
want the quote.
Okay, let me answer your question. Let me answer your question.
Do you understand what he's asking?
Time out. See, that's what I'm talking about. When somebody
he's skating around the answer, he's not understanding the question.
Hold on, Asaf. What I'm saying is, when somebody, Pharaoh, everybody, hold on. When somebody asks a question, answer the question and let him finish. When he finished, then you come back and you can say, well, brother, this is what I asked. You ain't, come on, you can't, both of y'all can't go back and forth. You have to let one talk. All right, I want to come in with another question, man. I have,
And one of the things I noticed, even before I stopped fucking with Pharaoh, is whenever he teaches, or no, I want to call it teaching. Whenever he speaks on a topic, he never teaches the topic in whole. It's like he just scratches the surface or talks about the basics. You feel me? It's never, the whole thing. It's always the surface of it.
I have Garfield on the phone. Garfield, what's up, brother?
Hey, peace and blessings, back peace to the Amira squad, back squad up. I want to ask young Pharaoh a question real quickly, right? And by the way, the Amira squad did a beautiful job as far as presenting information, and that's what the community needs. Y'all won tonight, Amira squad. Just to let y'all know, as far as showing people how to research and put information. I'm so sorry everybody didn't get their time. Let me ask young Pharaoh this: what would convince you that the Medu-Neter was translated? Let me repeat my question. What would convince you from anybody on the panel that the Medu-Neter was translated?
In a successful manner or unsuccessful manner?
How could it be translated unsuccessfully?
I'm going to ask a question too. Whenever you start a lecture, do you say the words Hotep?
No.
Sarah said he says that.
I'm not Sarah City. I'm young Pharaoh.
If it's not translated, how would you know the word is Hotep in English? But I'm going to ask you again, brother, what would convince you tonight? Because I see that you have a big fan base, and you got a lot of people that love you out here. What would take you to take the humble side and say, you know what, I need to look into this further, and maybe I'm not 100% correct? You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not about being right and wrong. It's about what direction should I go after this conversation.
Now let me answer.
Who won? I'm looking at this as a great presentation tonight by Connor. This is one of the best things.
Before I even see that part, what made him even go there? What made him whip the mummy skeleton out? Because that ain't even a topic, is it? That ain't got nothing to do with this.
2016, because you have young Pharaoh and you have the Amun-Ra squad. You have some of the greatest minds in the community from the Amun-Ra squad here building. But I'm asking young Pharaoh right now, brother, what would make you say that, you know what, I think I'm kind of wrong on this. I need to research some more.
Come on, Pharaoh.
I can answer now.
Go ahead, Pharaoh. Answer the question, brother.
Okay, now, you must have missed it when I said 45 to 50% is incorrect. So I'm not casting out the entire translation of the Medu-Neter. So I've never said out my mouth that I'm throwing all the Medu-Neter in the garbage. I've even said that in this bill. What I'm saying is the same thing you asking me is the same thing I have asked Dr. Mayat or I can ask you. What would convince you that it's 100% correct if I'm showing you proof from Egyptologists that they have admitted that 14 out of 29 of the characters they used to translate it were incorrect, and we can't say Coptic texts were used because Coptic texts was built predicated upon the hybrid fusion of Greek text and Demetic text. And we know once again Demetic text was wrong. So what would convince me that the meta nature was translated?
I know I couldn't have missed that part. Did anybody else see him show where he got that from and which letters are incorrect? I don't remember him showing that.
I would have to go in a time machine and I would have to be there and see how they did it. Since I'm asking y'all how they did it, it can't nobody tell me how it was done.
We never get a chance to do it. See, hey, Salnetta, that's not right, Saul. See, that's not all right. right. All right, everybody, that's it. I want to get to the rest of the callers because I want to get.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, brother. Yo, I want to get to these callers, man, because there's a lot of people calling. Hey, y'all we just gonna ask the question and let them go in. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from? Peace, peace. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this Randy, man. Peace and Black Power to everybody. I just want to say, Pharaoh, man, congratulations, man. You caught a couple body flags. You just caught 5 in a row. Boy, you a serial killer out here.
Man, there ain't no damn questions, Salnetta. What the crap?
Hold on, brother. What's your question, brother? Brother, what's your question, brother? Answer this question.
All right. We just.
So you did this for 4 hours. And nobody got their point across?
One questions, man.
Talking that bullshit. I can get hyped too.
Come on, hey, yo, brother. Y'all better show discipline.
Talking that bullshit, Saul. That shit ain't being run right, dude. If they ain't asking questions.
Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from?
Peace. This show is calling from New York.
What's up? Talk to me. What's your question? Hold on, Sean, before you answer your question. Hold on. Hold on before you answer your question. Yo, I got to say this, brother. I love you, but you can't. Yeah, really. You can't. You can't stop a brother from calling in, giving. Hold on, brother. See, look at you. You can't stop a person from calling in, giving credit to the other brothers that's on the panel. You can't do that.
Really, Salnetta.
Somebody call in to give you credit. I'm not gonna say, yo, you can't do that. You can't do that.
All right,
no, hold on.
I'm gonna call you the spin doctor, Sal.
Let's stop it, brother. You looking bad. You looking bad.
Nah, you looking bad.
The Raw Squad. Pharaoh got y'all going crazy right now.
You spinning it.
Stop it.
I seen plenty of debates where Salnetta was helping out the person that he favored, especially Polite.
No, you spinning it. You know what you did? You said we was gonna have an accent discourse.
Hold on.
You said no name calling, Saul. You said no name calling, right? So when the caller calls in and starts name calling and talking shit, that's not a question.
The question, yeah, what's up?
All right.
You should have started out with the question, brother.
Oh, come on, bro. You looking bad, brother.
Salnetta, make us all.
You said I'm looking bad.
You already checkmated them with that medical profession.
All right, let's go, brother. Let's go. What's your question, brother?
All right, listen. First, I want to know. Young Pharaoh says reptilians exist. I want to know how and what's his proof besides David Icke that reptilians exist.
All right, thank you for your.
And second, he said he can summon souls that were 6,000 years old. I want to know how can he summon souls and can he demonstrate himself summoning 6,000-year-old souls? That's my question.
All right, let's go, Pharaoh.
Okay, first of all, I never quoted David Icke ever in my life. I have over 170. I have over 170.
Y'all gotta put your phones on mute.
Go on mute. Everybody go on mute. Everybody go on mute. First of all, I've never quoted David Icke since I've been 23 years old. I have over 170 videos on my YouTube, and you will never hear me say I quoted David Icke. Let me answer the question. God damn. Can I give you the proof? Can I give you the proof? Okay, I want to clear because you said David Icke, and I'm letting you know I didn't use him as a reference, so that's you throwing that on me. But who I have used as a reference is Arizona Wilder, who's an ex-Illuminati member. I have used President Putin, and I also have used Eric Snowden.
Who is President Putin? Did he mean Putin?
Eric Snowden is wanted for treason by the U.S. government for leaking secret documents. And in one of his secret documents, he admits the existence of reptilian beings. So I don't think somebody that the U.S. government would want to kill will have a reason to fucking lie about the existence of a reptilian. And what was your second question again?
The second question was prove aliens exist.
What are you talking about? Prove aliens exist? I just told you a government official on the run. I can listen. You matter of fact, I'm gonna prove it to you. Come to my Dallas, Texas lecture this Saturday. I'm gonna show you aliens in the hieroglyphics. I'm gonna show you.
And right there, let you know that his alien story is bullshit. Because if he really got abducted by aliens, he'd have been like, because I got abducted. I seen it with my own eye. What?
The trash.
All right, I'll take it out.
Yeah.
Babe, I'll take it out.
Aliens and government documentation. I'm gonna show you actual quotes from Eric Snowden. I'm gonna show you actual footage from Arizona Wilder, and I'm gonna show you the Canadian government having a conference within their political within a private political area within whatever because they don't have a president. They have whatever we have. So whatever.
Why you ain't just say look in the mirror, man?
No,
just say look in the mirror.
No, because he came to be.
He said aliens exist. Why you ain't just say look in the mirror, man?
Because that wouldn't.
Hey, Shanetta, you want to have some fun, Shanetta?
He's in Black Power.
He could have just said, I seen him for myself. I was abducted. What did he say, 5 or 6 times?
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Shanetta, you want to have some
fun? Peace and Black Power. Where you calling from, family?
I'm calling from Ohio. This is Brother Monty Wisdom.
What's your question, brother?
My question is to all the panelists. Would they be willing to do a lecture or another style debate on this? Because I believe that there was a lot of information that the Island Rock Squad couldn't get out. Pharaoh did have some nice points. I don't think everybody had enough time to actually present, all of their information. So would these brothers be...
You didn't even give the audience, what they came for.
I want to do a larger debate or do this again. I think this was a good conversation. I'd like to see more.
Definitely.
Hey, Pharaoh, are you willing to take this to the live stream? Take this to the live audience?
On one condition.
What's that?
He said they couldn't get it out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on this panel who deal with the meta-nature and claim to be able to teach it to people, but yet nobody can tell me how it was translated into English, how they teach it today.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
The dude literally pulled out a chart and showed you. So I never cut him off.
Let me tell you what happened. What happened, Dr. Ma'at made a big mistake. And I'm saying Ma'at made a mistake because Ma'at called me first. And Ma'at is the one that put everybody down. What she should have did was stuck with Ma'at and somebody else. That way, y'all could have presented y'all facts. But when you bring in too many people, Dr. Ma'at, you are unable to get your whole point across. You understand what I'm saying, sister?
Yeah, I feel that. You just saying that we just didn't have enough time because it was too many groups.
That's all I'm saying. Now let's go to the phone lines.
You could have used this time. You got people calling in to do it.
Why we ain't have enough time, Dr. Layal? What rule was that?
Yo, respect the callers, y'all. Come on, man. Come on. What's your question, my brother?
My question would have to be if the Egyptian stuff was never deciphered, where does, like the Lama Square, where does SETI and Brother Pharaoh get all of their information from? There would be nothing, if we wouldn't even have a word Pharaoh if nothing was ever deciphered in the first place. So, and then for SETI to prove in a lot of his debates that a lot of things in the Bible come or stolen from the Egyptian text. What Egyptian texts if they were never deciphered in the first place? What would they have to steal if all these great civilizations
Good question.
have stolen all this stuff from ancient Kemet, but it's nothing to be deciphered in the first place.
Good.
And then for one, I gotta say real quick, y'all, man, because I watch y'all respect everybody on the panel, including young Pharaoh. For one, I'm 25, so I don't want nobody to say I'm just an old nigga. Hey, Pharaoh, man, you gotta humble yourself, brother. You gotta humble yourself, man. Because coming from, I'm no scholar in the linguistics, but I have studied up under Raketi Amen for about a year or so. So I see what the brothers with the Amara squad is saying. You gotta listen to polite when they talk about the trilateral roots. These languages connect with each other. So I'm not gonna go in there because I know y'all getting it in and stuff, but I want to encourage my young brother Pharaoh, man, get more in depth into it. But if this stuff was never decided in the first place, we wouldn't even have to be having this conversation. So really, the conversation is really kind of silly. But peace, y'all. This is Brother Dama Dozen, man. I'm checking out. That was my question. So
peace.
That's what I want to know.
Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh yeah, it's Jamie from Jamie on the Houston, Texas.
What's up, brother?
Can I answer that brother's question?
I just want to tell you, you know what I'm saying, keep doing what you're doing. I watch every content that you put out, that you, Brother Rich, put out, the Pills, Polite. Y'all are doing it for the community, and your community loves you. I don't know if nobody told you that. This might not even be a question, but your community loves you. And a lot of times online, people, like, if you read the comments, you might think, damn, I might be doing all this, and my community don't even love me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm letting you know that I'm a real representative of what y'all are doing. And I'm taking that energy, and I'm transferring it to the people in my area. So I'm just letting y'all know, including Young Pharaoh, including everybody who's on the debate, including everybody who's listening, because I'm also on the chat. I want y'all to know that we are in this together. And although we're in this for scholarship and debate and intellectuality, what we can't do is adopt the Caucasian man's culture.
If you want to be honest, Young Pharaoh's biggest flaw is him letting his ego get in the way. If he can learn to, control his ego and not let that get in his way, he'd have been cool.
And go against each other, because that's what happens, okay? We use our intellectuality to fight amongst one another, and then it becomes a debate, which is cool, because I love Brother Polite debates and all that.
And when
what I'm telling you is, one man can't ever admit when they're wrong. And then what happens is, they start complaining, like, oh, and then they move it to another topic, when they can't just say, okay, brother, you know what? You're right about that point. I submit, I back up from that point. We have to be able to admit when we're wrong.
And you can literally prove that by watching him today. He don't even got that many fights. He got like 2 followers now. But all he needs is one yes man. One yes man, and that's enough.
Somebody else's right for progression. Otherwise, we're not building, which is screaming over one another. And that's all I want to say, brother.
I want to thank you for that comment, brother. I appreciate that. Respect, my man.
Hey, son,
Jay Lethal. You gonna
all right. What's up?
I'm gonna make this point.
I'm gonna let you go for 5 minutes, You my fucking man. I don't want you to think I'm hurting on you. Go ahead,
I like to say this to the listening audience. The brother Unc will no longer teach again.
And that's the one thing I am so glad I learned to do when as I got older. I wasn't scared to admit when I'm wrong or, take accountability.
I'm going to say this again. I will no longer teach again. I'll just be a sneaker shoe salesman. If Pharaoh right now can prove on the ancient walls of Kemet, right? Listen to me, that there are aliens. I would like for him to prove that, and then like for Ujao to refute that. Now, if he can do this, I will no longer teach again. So are you willing to do, hold on, Pharaoh. Are you willing to show us that there are aliens on the walls? Hold on. Now, the interesting point about that the aliens will be in the damn glyphs that you claim can't be deciphered. I'm not understanding the whole thing. You're going to have to go to the glyphs, Pharaoh. You're going to have to show they're aliens. Right or wrong, Pharaoh?
Don't worry, I'm on my way right now. So get ready.
Hold on. So then why would you go? Hold on. Why would you go to walls that you claim repeatedly have not been translated? Brother Reggie asked you an excellent question. He said,
other than that little skeleton he about to show, the only aliens that I've heard, you know, people think that they was aliens was Akhenaten because of the way he's depicted. But I think it's some bullshit.
said, where is the source on your claim about 50% of things not being there? You never did that, Pharaoh. No, so watch, hold on, Pharaoh. I heard people in the chat room keep saying the Amon-Ra squad is not answering the questions. I'm going to let you know, brother, we have not been given a chance to answer the questions in detail. These are detailed questions, not the quick cut off all this shit that we do all the time, but detailed answers. We got those answers. So everybody that kind of think a little bit that he can a little bit get with this, he can't. So Pharaoh, right now, show us in those glyphs, right, that you claim have not been deciphered where the aliens are. And I'm going to let, hold on, Ujao show you how crazy you are at this point. Okay. This will end the whole conversation. Oh, yeah, hold on, I promise you. Show it right now. And when you do it, right, I won't teach no more. It's a Sarnetta. As long as you give Ujao a chance, right? If you're not going to give Ujao a chance, I don't never want to come on here again. So what we going to do?
I will give Ujao a chance, but if Ujao, hold up, Pharaoh, I will give
Sarnetta definitely saved this nigga. He definitely was saving. He definitely saved this nigga. Because it would be a lot fucking worse if they was allowed to like actually finish their presentations, or you know, when he asked them a question and they answered it, and then he said something on top of that, and then they try to respond to that, he cut him off and then try to jump to the next question. Sarnetta definitely helped him. And even with Sarnetta help, he still lost.
Ujaro a chance, but if Ujaro need a whole damn hour.
No, he don't need no damn hour. No,
if he needs 30 minutes, if he needs 30 minutes, if he needs 20 minutes, I'm not going to give him a chance.
I feel you. You know what? This is my last statement. For the listening audience, the information that we teach, this is not the quick, fast, boom, bam, bing, boom, 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 boom. I do that. Pharaoh do that. But these scholars that sit amongst us, they need time. But Ujao gonna beat you up on that. Go ahead, Pharaoh. You got a chance to knock me out and teach you.
Hey, hold on, Pharaoh. Pharaoh, hold on. I don't want nobody to say a word. If you disagree with him, you will.
I wonder if they were aware that they only had 5 minutes. Because if they was, I mean, you should have whipped something together, you know, that could get your point across in 5 minutes.
Don't be given a chance to rebut it.
No, I'm a shut. Hey, he got a chance to knock me out of this thing.
Look at you. I'm talking and look at you.
No, hey, he got a chance right now to shut me down forever. Right now. Go ahead, Pharaoh. I promise you, I will never teach again. Go.
Oh, shit.
Come on, go, Pharaoh.
This is Sarnetta. Before I do this, I want everybody on mute. Nobody can come off mute. Let me eat. All
right, let's go. Everybody on mute.
Everybody on mute.
I'm timing his ass, though. I'm timing him.
Man, what are you doing?
Go on mute. Now, let me make sure y'all can see my screen, sir. Hold on. Let me drag these two out so that they're individual screens. We ain't making no mistakes. Now, you said, how can I'm going to show you? I'm going to show you what you asked for, and I'm going to show you an actual extraterrestrial mummy that was genetically tested to have foreign DNA, and it was mummified. Now I'm finna show you. So, goodbye to the conscious community. Image number one. Image number one. Can y'all see that?
Yes.
This is a medallion found in the tomb of a pharaoh with a giant ass UFO on it. Do you see that UFO? Do everybody see that? Yes. Oh, you quiet. Goodbye. Okay, now point number two. Goodbye. Now point number two. Let me body his ass. Let me eat him up. Now point number two.
Oh my God.
This is an actual extraterrestrial mummy that was recovered in Kemet. Can you see that?
Oh my God. That's definitely fake.
Can you see that?
Yo, y'all gotta stop laughing, man. Come on, man.
You're done. No. Let them laugh. But do the research. See if it's factual. See if it's made up. See if they DNA tested it. And when it come back that they did, and when it come back that it has 4 haplogroups, genetics to this planet, I don't want to see you on Sinetta no more. You ask.
What's the website? Extraterrestrial mummy found. Let me see if I can type this in. Extraterrestrial mummy found. I'll let it play while.
Ask me to show you the proof.
I thought he was going to show
you can laugh
that
at it
little
if you want,
skeleton.
but this is factual artifact that they
Like
found.
2 inches.
Now, and I'll show you the book I have called Hidden Archaeology. This shit is over 1,000 pages, and it's an unpublished book full of shit the government found that they never published. So, goodbye. Your ass is done. Goodbye.
Do you want to refute that, or anybody want to refute that?
Yeah, I asked him to show me in the glyphs, right? He
Hey.
showed some fools. Go ahead, go, Joe. Go. Go, Joe.
I was gonna say, there's nothing to say because the brother didn't show any glyphs, and the brother showed some.
I just showed you a medallion cliff found in the tomb of a pharaoh. What are you talking about?
What's the name of the Pharaoh, brother?
Wait.
I'm going to get my book. You want me to?
a website?
You want to be on here all night? Because we could do this. I'll go get my book right now, and we can do
I'm being quiet. Go, Joe. Go.
Accept defeat. You shouldn't have said. You let your ego put you out there, and now you looking crazy. You shouldn't have did that. You think everything fun? You think I just say shit to hear myself talk? No.
All right, I just want to address it real quick.
I never go back to the callers. Y'all ain't answered none of my questions. I've been eating.
No, man, you gotta let him go. Come on, let him go.
Let's go, Ujaro, you got the mic. Let's go, brother.
Hey, I just need 30 seconds. That first picture you showed is a fake.
Never.
Period. Point blank. It's a fake.
Let them talk, Pharaoh. No cutting them off.
It's a fake. All right. Reveal the website where you got it from. It's a fake. It's a new age, this space age, new age stuff that's a fake. And then the second picture you showed was not an alien mummy. It was not an alien at all. And then third, you did not answer Unk's question. He asked you to show in the glyphs, the walls, any kind of inscription about the extraterrestrials or aliens, and you failed to do that. So one, you failed to really answer Unk's question. So I really don't have to say anything. But just for the listening audience, that first picture he showed was a fake. I challenge anybody to look up Pharaoh. Matter of fact, young Pharaoh, excuse me, post up the link where you got that picture from and have everybody look at it. That's a
post the link. All right, back up, Pharaoh. Let's go.
Yeah,
back up, Pharaoh.
So with that being said, have you ever read this book?
Not the
That
one
book is pseudo. It's pseudo.
That's your opinion. Have you ever read the book?
Yes, I've read it. It's pseudo. Those are the same brothers that Photoshop.
Have you ever read it? I got another book for you. Hold on, I got another book.
Fossils. Google it. Those are the same for the listening audience. For the listening audience. For the listening audience.
So this book
audience, I would like you to know that Forbidden Archaeology is a pseudo-science book. It's a pseudo-science book. The authors of that book.
Pharaoh, hold on, Pharaoh.
For the listening audience who saw the book that he put in the air, Forbidden Archaeologists, these are brothers who wrote a book who claim that human beings have been on this planet for hundreds of millions of years. These are the same artists who Photoshop fossils to make them look larger. So the authors are pseudo. These are also authors who advocate aliens. They believe that things were built by aliens. So that source that he utilized is pseudo. Get it out of here, get it out of here, Pharaoh. Get it out of here, Pharaoh. It's pseudo.
Pseudo? You pseudo. You gotta
get it out of here. Don't
Billy Carson book?
Millions of years. These are the same artists who Photoshop fossils to make them look larger. So the authors are pseudo. These are also authors who advocate aliens. They believe that things were built by aliens. So that source that he utilized is pseudo. Get it out of here, get it out of here, Pharaoh. Get it out of here, Pharaoh. It's pseudo.
Pseudo? You pseudo. You gotta
get it out of here. Don't call names, young buck.
That's why he don't really like showing his resources and books, because most of them probably from people that aren't credited you know, considered crazy. He could at least pulled out the Divine Daniken book. He could at least use that. Even though he's considered crazy, that shit is, I think the only book that sold more than that was the Bible. He sold a lot of books. I ain't even gonna lie, he sold like 80 million books.
But don't call names, John.
Yo, we're gonna end this right. No name calling, remember.
Hey, Sonetta, what question? Hey, Pharaoh. Hey, Pharaoh, what question of yours didn't get answered, brother? Seriously. Because I don't want to leave.
No. Let's be serious. I mean, we being serious now.
Yeah. What question was it that you didn't get answered? Seriously, dude.
Y'all haven't. I asked Dr. Mayat to pull up her scientific method, and I wanted y'all to subscribe to that and show me step by step how they transform ideograms. Paul, I'm not done. This is my question.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
How they transform ideograms into grammatic text in languages when it was never that itself. Now I'm making sure you understand my question. Yeah, the brother who's the linguist on your team tried to say, oh, the whore meant this and the ra meant this. But remember, Egyptians didn't speak that languages. They never used the English alphabet. So you have to be honest with yourself and admit.
The dude literally said the English alphabet came from, the Meta Nature.
That you don't know what the hell they called a hawk because they didn't have H-A-W or K in their language. So I'm asking y'all, I'm asking y'all to show me step by step.
All right, time out, Pharaoh. We getting ready to close.
And that's why the English is the hardest language to learn, because it's a bunch of different languages compiled.
Close it down. I have a caller, Peace and Black Power. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Dee, and I'm calling from Atlanta.
All right, what's your question?
And it's geared more towards Dr. Maya.
All right.
Just the other day, I watched another video on this channel. It stated where you stated that in the community, we needed to see people who were building on the information that's already presented. And so two things I want to say, or I want to check in and ask. And from what I see, based on the original conversation, Young Pharaoh is building on something that has already been established, right? So it seems as though, and this is me looking from the outside in, I'm very new to the conscious community, but it seems as though for all of these years, everyone has been very comfortable with the level of translation that has taken place. Young Pharaoh comes across this information and says, oh, wait, but this is one sentence, which sounds very familiar, and I don't know much, so please don't beat me up. I'm in the chat room, don't beat me up. But very familiar to what a story I heard, which I don't know if it's pseudo or not, but by Noble Drew Ali, where he found one piece of information that catapulted information for his era, let me say it that way. So here Young Pharaoh is coming along and he's saying, okay, well, if this, I'm reading in this source is saying all the information isn't valid, then where is this information? Like, have we been walking around?
And to tell the truth, I'm the type of person that I think the alien theory is interesting, I think it's entertaining. I used to watch Ancient Aliens all the fucking time. And I feel like some of the, the shit that they say could be, true. Because even on Egyptian walls, they got a helicopter, a boat, a submarine, And I feel like everything that we got now is a rediscovered. Yeah, chariots of the gods.
Is missing, or have we been comfortable with the information that has been given? And my mom is a teacher. She's a media specialist, and she's also a doctor. And she speaks in the same manner that you do. But if you stated yourself that it's our responsibility as a community to build on things that are already here, why can we not? And that was number one. Number two, you said that in the beginning of this conversation, you said sometimes we have to humble ourselves. And when we don't know, whenever, in which you agreed to, you said, yes, I don't know. But why at this
Hold on.
point can't we all humble ourselves to say that this brother has raised a valid question, one that we as
I'm letting you know.
kings, queens, gods, and goddesses
I got Ron
could potentially take a better look at
turn your camera on.
and do more research for. And that was my question.
I'll
So
let you
thankful.
know.
I'm so thankful for this channel. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right.
So Brother Sai, let me answer the sister's question. First of all, sister, I would like to say I appreciate you calling in. We normally don't get a lot of calls from the sisters, so I appreciate you coming on Signetta's platform, listening to the discourse, and calling in to render your feedback. And it was eloquently given. So, sister, I'd like to salute you first and foremost, just as a sister, as a queen. But this is, I understand what you're saying about young Pharaoh coming to the table, you know, giving a hypothesis. And his hypothesis is that the Medjugorje has never been translated. Now, I'm not opposed to novel ideas at all, because that is the purpose of research. We have to understand that the purpose of research is to discover new information. So when you discover this new information, you are extending human knowledge, right, of the physical, biological, or social world beyond what is already known. So that is the purpose of research. So that's why I asked young Pharaoh to supply me with a review of literature that will substantiate what he's saying or disprove what he's saying. So if young Pharaoh could provide me with a body of literature that he exhausts and then present to me a solid methodology and then show me evidence that he personally collected on his premise, I would concede. But he has not shown me that, my sister. He has simply read 2 or 3 books, and he's sitting on the panel and he's trying to debunk a body of literature that has been established for many, many years from multiple scholars. So that's my issue right now, sis. It's not with the claim whether the Medjugorje has been deciphered or not. That is not my issue with young Pharaoh. I welcome young Pharaoh to bring new information to this platform. Young Pharaoh is 23 years old. I think young Pharaoh has the potential to be a great mind. I mean, his memorization skills are out of this world. Okay, so I'm not battling.
Right, and that's the most disappointing part about it. Because I ain't gonna lie, Pharaoh is way ahead of where I was at his age. You know, I always was like interested in like history and stuff, but the people around me, you know, they wasn't. So I could never like truly, you know, be myself. But once I got away from the motherfuckers and got to a certain age, I really didn't care. Hold up. What's up with you, brother?
What up, though?
You hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, what up, though? Yeah, man. I told you this was gonna be a good one, bro.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm so glad you showed me this because I never had seen this.
Yeah, I've been I've been destroying that dude from the moment he stepped on Signetta, man. I knew he was a demon. Like all the stuff he doing now that people seeing, I've been seeing it in him. I've been knew that was him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
I think a lot of people related to him because we didn't have a lot of young niggas our age, you know, that was doing it. So I think that was one of the main reasons. Cause that's how I felt when I first saw one of his videos. I'm like, damn, yeah, you know, finally somebody, you know, it's a youngin' doing it.
Yeah. And plus, you know, it was a lot of young people, you know what I'm saying? It was that never heard anything before, you know what I'm saying? Ever studied anything, you know what I'm saying? So all this information was new to them. They didn't know that, like me personally, I wasn't that young, you know, I wasn't really young, but I have been through all that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm from Detroit, so, you know, and I've been in the Michigan Department of Corrections, you know what I'm saying, my whole young life. So I've been through all that. I've read all that stuff. So everything he was saying, and if you pay attention, he never quote his teachers. He never tell you where he learned his stuff from. And that's another red flag. Like, you ain't got no teachers. Like, who are your teachers? And
that is true.
So I always seen that with that dude, man. But I knew where he was getting his information because I used to be into all the conspiracies, all the alien stuff, all the metaphysics. Like, I've been through all that. I've been through all those, you know what I'm saying, fields of study. So I know what's pseudoscientific and what's pseudo reality. Not only pseudoscientific, but what's pseudo reality. You know what I'm saying? And when he was talking all that astro project stuff, I was like, you know, I knew where it was coming from, but I'm like, yeah, he young, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll humble himself and learn. And this video right here, this so-called debate, which wasn't a debate, he should have been learning something. And if he was
And that
humble,
is another issue though, because not only is he self-taught, he didn't go through school. So how do you know, if your research is correct? You don't let nobody fact check you, none of that.
but you know, when you young and you learning something new, you want to run out and tell the world. You know what I'm saying? And
That's what
that's
made
what
me
his
start my channel.
Yeah, and that's what his problem was. He wanted to run out and tell the world, but what he didn't know is he was running to people that know all this stuff, been through those fields of study, and they trying to teach you like, yo, brother, that ain't the way. You know what I'm saying? So if he was humble, you know what I'm saying, he could have took this as a learning experience, but to him he took it as a combat. It was combat for him. And you know, he made himself look like a damn fool on here. You know what I'm saying? Then when he pulled out those photos, and then you gotta check out the video. I'm gonna think of the guy. I forgot the guy that interviewed him after this, because everybody was on his head like, man, why you show them Photoshop pictures? And his answer was, he did an interview about it. This fool's answer was, I didn't make the pictures.
But you still use them.
What do you mean you didn't make the picture? You presented it and you said it was fact, and then you lied and said that alien mummy had been genetically tested.
Oh wow!
You told a big lie. You can replay it. He told a big ass lie and said that this has been genetically tested to have foreign haplogroup. Like, what are you a foreign haplogroup? What are you talking about? Like, so he just made up a complete lie right there live on it. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen him do that, I said, yeah, this guy ain't got no integrity. And he's a
I'm glad you pointed that out, because that was one of the things that made me realize that he was making some of that shit up.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't point out his resources.
That's right. Yeah, and you know, he tell these blatant lies, and what I really hate is that, and that's why I think he an agent, because when he first came out, all he kept saying is fuck the elders, fuck the elders, fuck all them elders. Like, he was so against the elders that lived and died for us to give us this information, and he came out disrespecting them all, saying fuck them all, and his whole audience gravitated towards that. So I was like, yo, somebody sent this guy to disrupt this movement that we got. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he did do a lot of shit that, that was real suspicious. He was threatening to kill people on probation. He was allowed to travel around the whole entire country on probation.
Yeah. He told the brother YK the truth. He told the brother YK the truth that he would stab him in his chest.
I know. I played that joint the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Man, like in front of his children. Like, I'm like,
right.
I'm like, who sent this guy? And like I told you, I'm from Detroit, man. So I was highly hot with Seti, and I met Seti before. I was highly hot with Seti, but I seen what Seti was on. Seti was horning himself. You know what I'm saying? Because he seen that this young boy had a huge following, and he wanted to capitalize off that. So and Seti, if you know Seti teachings or Seti's rhetoric, he never once agreed with one word that boy taught.
True.
And I used to, like, I called in the side of the show one day, and I checked Seti on the show, and I checked Young Pharaoh, but you know how he is. He want to talk over everybody, because he know if he let somebody talk, they're going to expose his ass. So that's why he always talking over people. And
I noticed that tactic too.
And I checked Seti. I'm like, dude, why in the hell is you riding with this boy, dog? You know you don't agree with nothing this guy teach. You don't agree with nothing he teach. All this alien astral project, extraterrestrial shit. You don't agree with none of that stuff, dude. And I'm not here to say aliens don't exist, but to say they come in here, that's a stretch. To say that they come in here, that is a big stretch. Not only that they come in here, but that they interfering with us and they abducted young Pharaoh 7 times. Like, I mean,
right.
I'm gonna tell you, man, that boy is a demon. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I don't have no love in my heart for that guy at all. No
Yeah, at
love in
first
my heart
I
for that
felt
guy.
sorry, but as time went on, more and more I'm like, yo, this nigga deserve this shit.
How could you feel sorry for somebody that's doing this on purpose?
True.
He mean everything. He means every. Didn't he tell you he an agent? What he say? I talk to the military every day.
Every day.
Dude, you said there's nobody can convince me that this guy is not an agent, man.
But yeah, that's one of the things that when he says that, that's one of the things that make me be like, nah, he can't be because he's a liability. He don't know how to shut the fuck up. He too much of a liability.
But see, they know that we gon' reject everything. They know that the
True.
intelligent people is gonna reject everything he say. You know
True.
what I'm
And all
saying?
they gotta do is deny it.
Right. And then the powers behind all they have to do is discredit him. And the way
True.
that they discredit him is they let him go out there and crash out. That's how they discredit him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that, you know, did nobody send him? You see how he acting? No, they sent him out there. They like, yeah, he gonna crash out, and ain't nobody gonna believe his ass because he's a proven liar.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So
Could have gave him all the tools to self destruct.
yeah, only the seasoned people can see it. And like I say once again, I don't have no love in my heart for that dude. Whatever
Or he could
happens
have
to
been
him,
a useful idiot.
yeah, you swear it, yeah, yeah. They
Yeah,
call him
he could have
UI. They
been,
call him UIs. Yeah,
sent by them and didn't even know it.
yeah.
You know?
Exactly, sent by them and didn't even know. Remember that white
Right.
girl? Remember it was a white girl that he was so happy to have in his presence, and she wasn't even American. She was like British or something from the UK or
Talking about
something.
the nanny?
Nah, it was some white girl, man. I think she even had like blue hair or something. It was some white girl, man, that he was so happy to have in his presence. And
Yeah, I wasn't around for the beginning. That's why I'm reviewing all these Jones.
yeah, man, I can put you up. I mean, I can put you up. But hey, but if you watch YK the Truth, man, he destroyed this dude, man. That's another video you should pull up one day, man. When YK the Truth was
I played
doing
that the other
video.
day.
Yeah, I'm talking about when he was doing videos about his lectures, all the bullshit he was showing in his lectures, all the hoax videos that he was telling people was real shit. You know what I'm saying? All them hoaxes and shit. Like, I'm like, people say, "Oh, he intelligent, man." When I tell you this boy is not intelligent, he. Everybody has the ability to acquire knowledge. That's
Right.
all the intelligence means. The ability to acquire knowledge, to acquire and apply knowledge and skill. That's all intelligence means.
And that's one of the biggest things about the black community. They think that, a lot of people think they're supposed to not be smart or supposed to not know stuff. Because I used to feel that way. You know?
Yeah, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he's only intelligent to somebody that's ignorant. I'm not gonna say stupid,
Right.
but you're ignorant. You haven't heard none of this stuff he's talking. Like, take the time out and learn. But young people have the tendency to be offended by everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if you disagree with them or you go against what they saying, they get offended by it, not realizing that you're trying to teach them. Like, look, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. And I've been to Egypt. I spent 15 days in Egypt with the elder Ashra Kwesi on the Kim and New
Oh,
tour. And
word? That's what's up.
yeah, and if you look at my icon in the chat, that's me at the temple of Jehudimus.
Oh,
And
word?
at the Armana, I think it's the Armana temple I was at on that picture. But I
That's
spent
what I'm
15
saying. A lot of
days
y'all
out there,
niggas
man.
can do this shit too.
Yeah, I spent 15 days out there, man. And I went from we started in Cairo, went all the way down to Nubia, what was called Nubia, which is Aswan. And yeah, so and like all that stuff about uh helicopters and submarines and all that shit in the glyphs, all that shit is a lie, man. Like, I've been there, I've seen it.
So the pictures was fake?
No, they're not fake. What it is you had Seti I, which is the father of Ramses II. when Seti I died and Ramses II became the Nasut or Pharaoh, what he did was he took what pharaohs would do was they would take over temples from the previous king. So what
So you're talking
Ramses
about an
did?
actual pharaoh, not the god, right?
No, I'm talking about the pharaoh, the actual pharaoh, the king, the actual
Oh,
king.
okay,
So
okay,
when
okay.
one king died, the next king would take over the temples that they built, or finish building the temples that they didn't finish building. So what
Right.
happened is Ramses II, when his father died and he became king, he
Okay.
put his name over his father's name.
Oh.
So the glyphs they overlaps each other, and it looked like, you know what I'm saying, it looked like some type of helicopter and all, but that's not what it is. It's just Ramses II name overlapping Seti I's name.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
And
And we can
my
show you
biggest
that. You
issue
know, we
is,
can show you that.
yeah, my biggest issue is you niggas is debating over what happened in the past when we should be debating over, you know, solutions for now. You know.
Sure. I mean, it's definitely platforms that do that. Those platforms aren't in it. You know, we are people that like Khalid Muhammad, like Dr. Khalid Muhammad said, we are a people. He was on Donahue show, and Donahue was trying to call him a clown, like, man, why all the theatrics? He was like, listen, man, I give my people
Right.
inspiration. You know what I'm saying? And with the inspiration, he said, I give them information, and with the information, I give them inspiration, and that might be entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, we
Right.
are people of spirit, so we like this type of stuff. So, you know, these the platforms because it's entertaining, and we like that. But at the same time, we get education from this if you listening. If you really
Speaking of
want some
Khalid
education,
Muhammad, do you feel Farrakhan was the cause of that?
this demise, not at all. No,
Right.
no. See, I'm a guy. I'm a guy of evidence. I'm into
Yeah.
science, man, and I like evidence. The conspiracies was cool. I can't say he didn't. I'm just saying right now I haven't seen the evidence that would convince me that he did.
True.
Um,
I haven't seen any evidence. It's just the way the situation went down.
yeah. Now, as far
It
as
kind of looks like
as
that.
far as they saying his wife poisoned and whatever, but what does the toxicology report say? You know what I'm saying? So,
I
I
never got into that.
exactly. So I don't know
That's
that,
why I
but
never
yeah.
spoke
But
on
when he
it
got
or
popped up,
anything about it.
when he got popped up. I definitely wouldn't say Farrakhan sent that, but I like with Malcolm X.
Right.
I don't believe that Elijah Muhammad sent them guys to kill Malcolm X.
Nah.
I think them guys did that on their own because
Right.
they
No,
loved
actually,
Elijah Muhammad.
Dick Gregory talked about it. He said the
Nah,
government
man,
paid some dummies to do it,
no,
but they ain't
man,
even give them real bullets.
no. Dick Gregory is a quack. Don't ever listen to Dick Gregory, bro. I'm
I
trying
don't
to
feel
tell
that
you.
way.
Listen. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Dick Gregory is a quack. That old man said that all them dudes ran up with blank guns and that somebody was shooting from the top. Man, if that ain't the most ridiculous shit I ever heard in my life, man, like I would never take nothing Dick Gregory say ever, ever.
I gotta look into stuff more
that is the most ridiculous thing. I think about it. If
because he
somebody was
said
gonna
something
shoot,
about
if
the bullet
somebody was going,
trajectory,
if it was a sniper in the roof, why
right?
wouldn't he just snipe him?
Because they wanted to make it look like black people did it.
So these dudes gonna run up with these blank guns. Like, but not only that, I'm gonna tell you this. Not only that, if you look at Malcolm X's if you look at Malcolm X's dead body, just go online. They show it. You can see the bullet holes in his chest. Right.
Right.
That's a shotgun blast. You know how the buckshots they start to spread.
Yeah.
When you look at the bullet holes in his chest, it's a pattern. It's a pattern of buckshots in his chest. You can see it. That come
Oh
from an
wow.
up close
No, like
shotgun
I said, I
blast.
never really looked into that.
Yeah, I studied it. That's how I know that Dick Gregory is a fucking quack. You know that shit he said. It was disrespectful to me. Like Like, dude, you just gonna sit here and just make up some shit and you gonna tell people this, knowing that it's gonna be a majority, it's gonna be a vast amount of people that's gonna believe it because you said it. But if you do the research, you can Google it right now while we on this line and look up Malcolm X death scene, and you're gonna see a pattern of holes. It's about 7 holes in a pattern like this. You can see them clear as day. That's from a shotgun blast, up close, a buckshot.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, so that messy, and then you gotta explain all. And there's another hole in his chin. I don't know if that came from the shotgun blast either, or it might have came from one of the pistols that was shooting him. But Malcolm X got shot from head to toe, man.
Oh wow.
He got shot from head to toe, man. Yeah, that shit that Gregory said, man, it was ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of people that ain't gonna research it and just gonna believe what Dick Gregory say. Nah, that's bullshit.
That's crazy. But let's get back to this video. Finish
Go
this
ahead.
off.
Yeah.
With him on his premise. But what I don't like is that when he presents a premise, a hypothesis, he doesn't substantiate that by reviewing a body of literature. You cannot say that you are a scholar on a particular topic because you read 3 books. Now, young Pharaoh also made a very, very grave mistake during this conversation. He said that people who are teaching the Medunetta have not supplied references. He said that nobody's supplying references, but he hasn't showed you one. I'm sorry, he did show 2 or 3 references. Look at,
and that is an issue too. How do these motherfuckers get to call themselves scholars without actually having no credentials? Reading a couple books and studying don't make you a scholar.
That's right.
It makes you an avid reader, a person that like to research.
in the brother Asar's book, the Suit BT. In his book, he has hundreds of references in the bibliography. I don't know if you guys can see me flipping through it, but he's teaching it, and he has plenty of references to substantiate his claim. So you cannot read 2 or 3 books and say that you are well versed on a particular topic. Brother Wujiru's book, Ses Medunetta, he has references in the back. This brother has a whole curriculum that teaches.
That's Wujiru's book. That's Wujiru's book. That's the brother that's on the panel trying to teach him. These books teach you about how the Medunetta was deciphered.
Can you find it on Amazon?
I forget where I bought them. I bought them a few years ago. But these is the brother that's on the panel that was trying to teach this fool, the one with the long dreads. These his books. Yeah, these his books.
Right.
Yeah.
If you find out where I can find it at, definitely let me know.
Let me see. It might be on Amazon, but you can go ahead. Let me try to see where I can't remember where I bought it from.
Somehow make it digital.
That teaches the Medunetta. Okay, so he has 30, 40 references in their books. So what I'm saying to you, sis, is this: I have no problem with young Pharaoh coming through and presenting information, but you can't say that you're debunking something simply because you've read 2 or 3 books. I mean, that's just, at this point, we got to use common sense. You can't to be a scholar because you read.
Dr. Black Cloud, hold on. The phone lines, please.
We're going to the next caller.
That's me and
the next caller.
Let Pharaoh get that. Let Pharaoh get that alien from though, man.
I'm telling you, hit my screen.
Wow. I just want to say, I don't get shout out to Ron Squad. I want you to remember, like, young Pharaoh, we're not going to beat young Pharaoh not because he's not smart, he's not researching, he didn't. It's like you can't beat this man because I don't know. I'm not gonna call names anything, but he does no research. It feels like he sits there and he just makes up whatever he wants to. So it's hard to beat him. You gotta remember facts and proof. That's what the world is based on. It's not based on what the popularity, what the chat think, what everything. Because whatever they believe, but they believe in Christianity. There's more Christians and all that than the African traditional people. So no matter what they believe,
I gotta take this call, God.
The facts doing the research does. So we're not gonna beat young Pharaoh by using researchers. Because he doesn't use that. He literally sits there. It's like the whole
northeast of Africa does not exist in your area. It's like nobody survived on a time to preach it oral or anything. Like nothing existed. But I just want to say to him about the alien stuff, which is crazy. I just want to show him. I want him to show the links of these websites. That he just pulled up 2 websites. The whole day this man has been using just saying stuff, 45%, 50%. None of this is true. He's not showing any research, no source. He just put up 2 sources of aliens on us right now. We should see the website so we can read this website, so we can do the extra work after this website. Because when this is over, I want to look at his website that he just pulled up. I want to learn. I do not want to sit here.
I think one of the reasons why he don't show his sources is because he know they're not credible.
About like it's just stupid, man. But I respect everybody. I'm on our squad. Just know we can't beat this man with research and facts. And don't worry about the majority or his fans or his haters, whatever.
All right. Let me say this. Hold on.
Let Pharaoh go.
Sinjetti, brother Sinjetti, unmute yourself. I want to ask you, what do you think about what the brother just said? You will not be able to beat Pharaoh with facts and scholarship. What do you take from that right there?
Thank you for that statement, brother, to the caller. I actually think he makes a good point. You know, when it comes to like popularity and say enthusiasm and charisma, you know, I definitely think he has me beat. He definitely has me beat on charisma. Okay, but however, when it comes to critical thinking, okay, you're not going to get as many people who are going to follow you because it's not fun. It's kind of, some of it's boring. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people that are looking for charisma, a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? And he has a lot of that. It's more so, it's a lot of entertainment behind it. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not trying to play the brother, but again, you know, I'm a straight shooter. So I'm not going to beat young Pharaoh in charisma. Okay, he got that. That's his arena. You know, and so far as doing this, you know, doing that. Okay, he has that. Okay, I don't do that. No one on the panel, we don't do that. Okay, so in that arena, he got it. Okay, but when it comes to actual research, okay, when it comes to comprehending all of this stuff, all right, and yes, I read all of these books. Okay, I read them all, and you know, and it's funny because we have people who like my young brother there. It's like everyone who says it can't be deciphered, none of these people actually studied the language, and I want all thousands of listeners out there.
And debating with Pharaoh is like arguing with a female. And fellas, you know what I mean. I'm not saying all females, but a lot of females are impossible, you know, to argue with. Because even if they know you're right, they won't admit it. They'll keep arguing and arguing and arguing. Even if they know they're wrong. And he's just like that.
To notice. Think about it. They haven't studied it. Why are you listening to them? Okay? Just like if I never played baseball, but I come to you and tell you can't play it. Okay? So I'm going to say this. I want everybody to take this home. Those who say it can't be done,
argument or a debate
should not interrupt people who are doing it. If you feel as though that we can't do it, stay out of the way. Why are you in our way? Stay where you're at. Let us do our thing. You don't think it can be done? Then what are you having this conversation for? Unless you think it can be done and you want to get in the way. Okay? It's no different than me looking at an ant and being worried about whether he could write a dissertation or not. I'm not going to get in his way because I think he can't do it. Okay?
All right.
You feel as though...
Hold on.
I'm not done. No, bro. No, bro.
Just relax until I call your name. I got you.
Okay. All right. So to my brother Pharaoh, remember that assignment that I gave you. I gave you an assignment, okay? I need you to take 1 year to study Metal Nature. I need you to get these books right here. I need you to study them, actually take a class, and I know you're not humble enough to take Rujai's class, that's okay. Take Raketti Amun's class, or you can go to the white boy, whatever you want to do. It doesn't make a difference. Go to anyone. There's free online courses, all right, that none of us are doing. So if you don't want us to know you're taking it, that's fine, all right? And you can inbox me. I'll give you some links, and you ain't got to tell me which ones you're using. Do that for 1 year, okay? Don't sit there and do all that, okay? No, for real, all right? Take a class, then come back and demonstrate why we can't do it, okay? But until then, I'm charging you, young Pharaoh, to be silent on saying that we can't do it when you yourself have not even attempted, okay? And by the way, just like Asar said, give us that list of that 50 to 30%, okay? Because that's what you got to do with us. Now, it might work with people who don't study.
Talk about it.
When you come to us, you got to bring that research. If you're not bringing that research, then please be quiet.
All right, what I want to do now,
let me go.
Hold on, Pharaoh, relax. What I want to do now is go down the line and give y'all 3 minutes to close out. Everybody get 3 minutes. We closing out. I want to thank everybody that came through and family. Once again, make sure you go and visit that GoFundMe.
If you think about it, that kind of makes the most sense with the last dude said. How you gonna say it's never been deciphered, but you never attempted to read it yourself? That is a good point. I didn't even think about that. I really didn't even catch it earlier when he said it.
GoFundMe page. All right? Don't play no games, man. That's very important. I know you would like to see the House of Consciousness in your city, in your town. Make sure you go and visit the House of Consciousness page. If we all do it
And so I never don't give a fuck about this debate. He just trying to get money for that goddamn van. Didn't he get it? So I remember somebody saying something about that damn van.
together, we'd be doing good. All right, family? So I'm saying to the family again, go and visit the page. Since I threw it up, I want to say peace and black power to all those who have contributed. Remember when I first showed you the page? Well, let me show you now where we at, because the family damn sure came through. All right? The family came through, and this is where we at right now. The people came through. So we raised an extra $235, which it should have been at least 2,000 plus, because we have 3,000 people in the audience, family. What the hell is a dollar per person? See, if everybody was to came out with $2 out their pocket, some of them don't have to come up with 50 and 20s. But in order for it to work, everybody has to do it. It's not going to work if only 50 people show up with $2. You understand what I'm saying? So come on, family. I know you would like to see Brother Pharaoh in the van rolling out to Cincinnati or rolling out to Boston. We going to pick up and we going to another city. And then we all rolling. Come on, family. Y'all want that. By next summer, we want to be on the road. We want to do what we got to do. So I want to go with first. I want to give you 3 minutes, my brother. Close out. You got it.
Hey, man, look at these new Jamaicans we got, man. Go
oh,
to
man, hold on. I'm sorry. My bad. God damn, I almost forgot.
ArmorRawSquad.org.
I almost forgot.
And if y'all want to add on another hour, go ahead and do it now. I just asked my wife what time the baby fell asleep, because I know her sleeping patterns. So I might have enough time for 2. We'll see how y'all add on, the first hour. We'll see how they go.
Right here. Let me show y'all this right quick. I got mines. You know what I'm saying? I got mines, baby. Here you go. Look at that Unc right there. I got mines. The last time Unc came down here, Unc made sure he brought his brother a pair of shoes. I got mine. I didn't wear them yet, Unc. I think I might wear them to the Black Power Awards.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna wear mine.
I'm gonna wear mine to the Black Power Awards. And the wifey is saying she waiting.
Gonna be scratched up if I don't get mine.
Uh-oh.
Without mine.
All right, hold on. All right, now, Unc, let them get that website, Unc, where they can get them shoes at, real quick.
Hey, AmonRawSquad.org. Go to the marketplace. All right, Amon Raw Squad. Go to the marketplace. We got T-shirts. We got 3 different stores on there. Very important. We got these new Jamaicans out right here, and they good. All right, AmonRawSquad.org.
All right, okay? Brother, close out. Let's go.
All right. So what I want to say is, I definitely want to give Brother Pharaoh a chance to show those glyphs he was showing. I'll gladly give up my time for him to show them glyphs. I don't have a problem with young people learning, but the problem I do have is when you jump in an arena where your age kills you dead. You feel me? And the thing we do, we're not playing football or baseball, right? The thing we do takes time and effort and study. And the young lady called in, and she was wrong. I have to say it. Because everything that Pharaoh talks about, it's all old information. He's not bringing any brand new information to the table. If he was, we would say it. Sarnetta being funny. Sarnetta know he done heard all that before. Okay?
I know Pharaoh was young. And I had an ego when I was his age, but it wasn't like that. His ego was crazy.
Okay, so true. I think we came on. Right, I think we came on. We did what we were supposed to do. We dropped that scholarship. I'm just glad that we showed that all of us could get along. That's the part I'm proud of. Right? That we all got on the thing, and it ain't never been about us hurting each other. It's just been about, look, you got this young brother right here who crazy like that glue, got that energy, yeah, I mean, but his methodology is terrible, and I'm sure one day he will grow. So go ahead, Pharaoh, just show us those glyphs for us.
Stop doing that.
All right. Now I want to go down the line.
No, hold on. So I'm not letting yo stop. Dude, that's slander, bro. Come on, bro. Stop.
Now hold on, Pharaoh. Everybody closing out. You gonna get your chance.
I ain't slandering you, Pharaoh.
Nigga, that ain't slander. It's the fucking truth. You are a nigga that didn't even go to high school. On top of that, you're self-taught. And you think you're smarter than people who actually went to school. And even worse, you won't even admit when you're wrong. I don't even think his brain even registered that shit.
Make sure, just write it down so you don't forget it.
Yeah, well, if I slandered you, I apologize. I didn't mean to slander you.
When it's my turn, I'm going to go in. Don't worry. Go down the line. I can't wait till it gets to me. I'm going to light y'all ass up.
His confidence is unfucking believable. Like, unfucking believable. You didn't go to school. You didn't have a teacher. So it's crazy to believe that, he can never believe he can be wrong.
Yeah, don't get Ujao go first. Don't let him do the glyph before he gets you Ujao.
All right, let's go, Dr. Ma'at.
All right, I just want to say peace and Black Power to all of the viewers and everyone in the chat room. Please visit edanimeproductions.com to get your copy of Meltrek, okay? Meltrek episode 1. And this Meltrek episode 1 establishes that the origin of people of African descent does not begin with slavery. So let's teach your children, let's teach our babies that our origins, that our roots do not begin with slavery, which is contradictory to what they are exposed to in school and on mainstream media. So visit edanmeproductions.com. Get your Meltrek DVD. We also have the DVD. We also have the film available for digital download, and we have coloring books, storybooks, posters, and we also have a curriculum that is free that you can download to teach your children at home African culture. All right. So we're no longer depending on the public school system to edify our children. We are doing that. We're taking matters into our own hand. So I implore everyone under the sound of my voice to visit edanmeproductions.com to purchase your copy of Meltrek. I would like to close by just giving props to all of the brothers on the panel. I think that everyone rendered good information. From the linguists, Brother Wujaro, Brother Sinjetti, Brother Asar, Brother Ankh. You chimed in there a few times, Brother Sinetta, and you also, Brother Young Pharaoh, for even having the heart, the courage to say, hey, I'm going to come on and combat 5 or 6 people. That takes a lot of heart and courage, and I believe that that should be commended. However, brother, I do implore you to understand what research methodology really is, because we must understand that a faulty methodology will result in a faulty conclusion. So my purpose for being on this show.
Hey, never mind. I take that back. It ain't heart, it's fucking ego. All it took was for a little fan base, start kissing his ass and put him up on that pedestal. And once he got up on that pedestal, he got the God complex.
So my purpose for being on the show tonight was not to combat your linguistic questions, but it was to combat your research methodology and to show you that your research methodology is flawed. I would like to show you my screen. I know you brothers and sisters see my screen. You can go to this website to see the Photoshop mummy picture that he showed you. Okay, there is the mummy. There's the Photoshop picture that young Pharaoh showed you, and he claimed that that was a true picture, but it says pyramid scheme. A mysterious alien mummy has baffled scientists. The image of a human child mummy was embellished with Photoshop. So, brother, I ask that you stop Googling things and regurgitating it as if it is scholarship, because it is not. This is a pyramid scheme that is well known in the community. Shout out to my man Qual Kabor, who brought this to my attention.
Not only did they expose that he doesn't, really study or know how to study, this nigga proved their point. This nigga literally proved their point right afterwards.
So that's what I mean by your methodology. Because if you had a solid methodology, it's no way in hell that you would have showed 3,000 people a Photoshop image of a mummy. With that said, Brother Sidehadder, I would like to say peace and black power to all of my brothers on the panel.
Brother Asar.
He not on that.
All right, Brother Pharaoh, let's go.
All right, now I'm about to go in. First of all, hold on. Fuck, I'm going off. First of all, Uncle, let me get you out the way. Let me get you out the way.
Brother Reggie. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Everybody, Pharaoh, hold on. Please do not say a word.
I'm not, brother. I'm not. I wasn't even talking. Go ahead.
All right.
You gotta be quiet right now. Go ahead, Pharaoh.
All right. First of all, here go your UFO on the wall. Now I'm finna go in, and I'm gonna get back to you on that Photoshop. Your UFO on the wall. Now I'm finna go.
That's the joint I was talking about.
All right. First of all,
the airplane, the submarine, the helicopter. I got to do some more research on that because, according to Khalid, that shit is fake.
Here go your UFO on the wall. Now I'm finna go in, and I'm gonna get back to you on that Photoshop subject. Oh my God, I'm gonna start with I'm gonna end with you. First of all, since y'all want to say the meta was translated, y'all need to go look up what's called the Thule Papyrus. The Thule Papyrus is an alleged scribe that was written by Pharaoh Thutmose III in the 18th dynasty that allegedly documents his personal experience with extraterrestrials and quote UFOs. So now you got to tell me if you believe the meta nature has been successfully translated, then you have to call Pharaoh Thutmose from his personal experience a goddamn liar. So now I've given you what you want. I've given you government references. I've given you somebody who's definitely a fugitive and wanted for terrorist treason charges against the U.S. government as somebody who's quoted extraterrestrials. I've given you multiple sources. It's just the fact that you don't believe. So now before I jump to whatchamacallit, Maya, I want to say this.
Stop being disrespectful. Stop being disrespectful. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Stop being disrespectful. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Cut it out. Cut it out, young man. Cut it out.
Come on, so I didn't do that while you was talking.
Gave them. They want to know where you got it. And there you go again, skipping over the questions. Skipping over the questions. That's crazy. How can you claim you won debates and undefeated at that? This nigga always been crazy. He just needed drugs to amplify it. Them drugs amplified that shit. Breath smell like steam. Bamboo trees.
Again.
And I didn't disrespect you either, so cut it out.
Hold on, Dr. Ma'at. Come on, Ma'at. You can do it, baby.
Now, with that being said, all y'all try to do is use my age to slander me. Now, we want to talk about being disrespectful. Watch the tape. I'll bet my soul to Jesus Christ, the imaginary Jesus Christ, if he is real, that Dr. Mayat slandered me first. She was in the background saying aliens, and that's what made me turn up, and I've been turned up ever since. So when y'all say humble myself, y'all attack me first, and then when I respond, you try to act like it's me. Now let me get on Dr. Mayat real fast to respond to what she said.
You must love Dr. Mayat.
She keeps trying to say I read 3 books. No, I read more than 3 books. I presented about 7 books that I used to back this particular argument. So stop trying to play me and say, oh, he only read 3 books. He's trying to disembody a body of work. And before I get to the Photoshop, I want to say this. But second of all, you claim to read all them books.
How's she supposed to know that you read more than them 3 books and those are the only books you presented? Those are the only books you presented. I mean, you named off, I think, 3 or 4 other books. But you ain't never show them.
Books. But yet, you missed the one on Deotic text that says 14 out of 19 of the characters were wrong. So I don't care if you've been reading books for 30 years. If I come along and I stumble upon a book that you didn't stumble upon and I present the facts, don't try to slander me and discredit the facts, because nobody on this panel, for all the hours we've been on here, have still been able to answer no question. So you're doing exactly what religious people do. You're telling people to believe in something that you yourself can't prove, and you're upset that I presented information that you missed. Now, continuing on, we want to say, where's the scholarship? Where's the credibility? Technically, me, you, or Unc, if that's the case, has no credibility. Unc didn't graduate from college. I didn't graduate from college, and you graduated from college with a doctorate in engineering, not linguistics. So you have no business even being on this panel right now. Now we want to deal with Photoshop imagery. We understand that imagery is actually Photoshop. Do you know how much fictitious information the government puts out there to try to slander and say things are that they're not? Do you know that the government tried to say pyramids on Mars was Photoshop, even though NASA scientists and people inside NASA confirmed that it's true, and that was the government trying to debunk information? So when we talk about regurgitation, I don't regurgitate, okay? I use logic and research from people's personal mouths to come up with my opinions. So with that being said, don't stop trying to slander me. Stop trying to use my age. Stop trying to say I presented 3 books, because if you rewind this, you'll see every book I presented and why I used it in this particular dialogue, and you'll also see that none of y'all answer my questions. And we want to deal with intelligence and research.
How the fuck did we get the pyramids on Mars? All right, now 10 minutes left. Don't wait till the last minute. Y'all adding on another hour. Do that now.
Research methodology. I asked you to your face, could you agree, since we could factually confirm that 45 to 50% of the Demetic text was incorrect, then by default 45 to 50% of anything get translated will be incorrect. And you ignorantly said no. So that shows your subscription to your own scientific methodology. So stop trying to discredit me because of my age. Stop trying to play me. Stop trying to act like I'm not humble because I heard you in the background saying aliens first, and now I turned up and you keep trying to play. Ain't nobody bringing up my fan base but y'all. And then to answer the brother, I can't get the brother name right now, but he told me I should take a meta-nature class. Osiris and Haru is not gonna jump off the wall and stop no goddamn chemtrail. So I would never waste my time learning how to read something that's not gonna stop a black child from getting the vaccine. I'll continue to do what I'm doing. And my second thing to you is, you said if you can't translate the meta-nature, stay out your way.
Wait, what? You said I'm not gonna read nothing that can't stop a black child from getting the vaccine, bro. Nothing he just said this argument had anything to do with what they're talking about.
I didn't call none of y'all. Y'all challenged me. I challenged Uncle Polite, not nobody on this panel. So you motherfucking stay out my way. And I'm going to end with this. Until y'all answer any of my questions, stop trying to slander me. Stop trying to use my age against me. And Dr. Maya, stop trying to downgrade the fact that I read a book from a certified Egyptologist and they admitted that 45 to 50% of the alphabetic characters were incorrect. So with that being said, all the books y'all showed, y'all need to go buy the one I brought, read it, and come back and let the people know that factually accredited scholars, since y'all want to say scholars, have admitted they're wrong. And I want to end on a note scholar.
All right.
When we dealing with when we dealing with scholarship, scholars present new information. So if Sinetta tell me 2 + 2 is 4, then and I tell somebody else, that's me learning something from Sinetta and regurgitating. But if I take 2 × 2 and I multiply it by 3 and I get another answer, that's me producing a new factual premise of knowledge that was never here before. So everything that y'all doing is regurgitated. And I'm the first one to present this information of the demonic text being incorrect. And you want to talk about scholarship? Well, technically, I will be the only scholar here because I'm the only one presenting newfound information from correct research. So let's not get on scholarship. So you need to
long as 3 minutes.
You need to deal with your subject. Unc need to deal with his subject, and let me deal with my subject. And like you said, if you're not
that's good. All right, now Pharaoh, nobody spoke with you except Unc just burst out just now. But
what about
we go to Dr. Reggie? You still there, Dr. Reggie?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Close out, Reggie. Let's go.
Ultimately, the goal is to impeach white scholarship, to restore, reconstruct black culture, African culture, and remove the hegemony that white folks have on scholarship and technology. The problem is with the majority of our young people is that they sell their theories, but their theories are inherently white theories in origin. And this also includes religion, alien, and metaphysics. All of these are white theories in origin. And so that they are actually in partnership with the white oppressor. They feel that they do not have to do primary research. They do not feel that they have to get higher education or do field study. None of the Moors, Hebrews, metaphysics.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that nigga feelings was hurt. Where the time at? My bad. I ain't even been on the screen. Oh, we got 5 minutes.
That I have talked to have ever been in any of the places and done any of the research. They just project their minds or use white European scholarship. Who are their real partners? Pharaoh has not shown by a source that the meta-nature is inaccurate. What he has shown is that the latest form of ancient Egyptian that was influenced by the Greeks, which is called the Demotic, has errors. That is all that he says, and he cannot use that to show that the classical meta-nature is not accurate. Paradigm blindness is when a person is so stuck in their beliefs and in their ego that they can't assimilate new information. Lastly, we are here to prepare ourselves.
It's not even his belief, it's his fucking ego. But the fact that he named himself Young Pharaoh literally shows that he don't really believe the shit himself. So it's his ego. What a time, man. He said, "Cook, Reggie."
For the ultimate battle with the oppressor. These little games that we play are unfortunate because the Europeans are well financed and they are bent on destroying us and conquering us to the very end. So we must push on. And I thank everybody on the panel, certainly Sarnetta, donate to the Black News Van, and for making this happen, certainly the whole Amir Ra squad, and certainly Brother Pharaoh, who I had offered to teach him Medu Neter, but he insulted me, right? And I said nothing disrespectful to the young brother, and I am not disrespectful. And I don't think that he's being disrespectful to me, but as an elder, I offered my hand, and he rejected it. So that is unfortunate when we are so stuck in our beliefs that when your own brother, who's never ever done anything to you, says, well, brother, let me show you what I know, you turn him down. So in that I close, and that's unfortunate. Peace.
Okay, I want to say to the panel and, of course, to my brother Pharaoh. And
I gotta look at that video of him debating that Jewish rabbi. So I don't think he get mad at them and start insulting them like he do black people.
And to everybody up there, not just Pharaoh.
Garujaw.
Hey, you know I didn't go yet.
I know who I got, brother. I got you. Just relax, brother. I'm looking right at it. For everybody up there, none of us are Muslims. But if we had somebody that's coming to us to say, you know what, brother? I could teach you the Arabic. Are we going to say no? No. We're going to say, oh, man, well, let me learn the Arabic. Why? Because we need to learn it in order to go in to get and teach the rest of our people. In order to read the Quran, you got to know the Arabic. So there's nothing wrong with knowing the Arabic. So what I'm saying to my brother Pharaoh is just because you have a found belief, my brother, and you say that the Medu Neter has never been deciphered, what you need to do, brother Pharaoh, is say, well, let me go and learn what I can learn, and then I can see if this is actual or not. That's all I'm saying to you, Pharaoh. That way, Pharaoh, that'll make you even more powerful, brother. It'll make you even more powerful to learn the Medu Neter, to learn what they got to give you, because you never know, you might have to use it on the people. So with that, I want to go to Umjaro, and then I'm coming to my brother Sinjeti. And that's the last one. Let's go, Umjaro.
And they still didn't disrespect him or, sunning. Even after he went off on him. That's crazy. That nigga, his ego is crazy.
You can put it on my screen. I'll take all my time. And on the note of learning, I want to extend the same extension that Dr. Reggie gave to the Brother Pharaoh. And Brother Pharaoh, I will offer to teach you.
So what you think I'm doing with these?
Okay, I didn't interrupt you. I'm sorry, but I didn't interrupt you. So
okay. I don't need your help, player.
Allow me. Okay, so you're declining. All right, so that's fine. But for the listening audience, I've been teaching Medu Neter on the beginner's level for 5 years. All right, I wrote a book. The book you see it on the screen is on the left-hand side. You get it on Amazon or meduneter.com, the website, and the flashcards for the monoliterals
so we do got it on Amazon
as well. All right, so with that being said, I wanted to address something that the caller had raised.
Whoop. It's 2 hours, y'all. I guess y'all good with that? Y'all cool with just 2 hours? Now listen to ears. How much time left in this video? Like 10 minutes left. I can knock it, at least finish the video. As a courtesy.
Earlier, where does Pharaoh Seti get his name from? In this particular glyph, we see, and I'm going to transliterate and translate. We see Nisud Biti Min Ma'at Ra. Then we see Sa-Ra Seti Morin Puta Di Unk Mira Jet Nehi. And this means the king of upper and lower Kemet, Min Mat Ra, which is his throne name, and then we have Sa-Ra, which is the son of Ra. Then we have Seti Morin Puta, which is Seti, beloved of Ptah. May he live like Ra forever and eternity. All right, so that's what this is saying. All right, now I challenge anyone to go look this up and verify what I'm saying. All right, so this is where Pharaoh Seti.
If I was Pharaoh, I'd be backstage cussing Pharaoh. Seti out right now. And if he really was up on the joint and he ain't say nothing, that's even worse.
Gets his name from, but the glyphs are not supposed to be deciphered or translated. So that's that. Then now I wanted to also real quick go over to, because young Pharaoh quickly flashed that UFO glyph that was kind of fast. I mean, I almost missed it, but I want to share my screen if I can get to it. All right, this is what he showed. Okay. Now this glyph is not a UFO, and see, around here we deal with science. We don't do the lookalike thing, because if you look at these other pictures here, and I use the same search that
they even broke down the glyph that he showed, bruh. This is terrible. This is terrible. And all his other debates was on his platform after this, right? Wasn't it? He only did debates on his platform after this. Let me look up YouTube channel. Shisha.
that's Pharaoh did, which he searched under the string of UFOs and hieroglyphs. That's all he did. Okay, so this picture came up. This picture came up. So if you look at this picture right here, let me blow this one up. Look at this picture right here. They're trying to say that this looks like a gray alien with the black eyes and the head and everything and the mouth. So we don't do the lookalike around here. So I just want to give you an example of why not. So what I just showed you, you see how this picture right here looks like an alien. That's the lookalike. That's because the way the picture is blown up and it's cropped. Where this particular picture comes from, it comes from this entire wall. But what is it? It's actually, this is a clearer picture. What it is actually a lotus flower, a lotus flower that's budded, that's open, and has two buds on the side. That's it. And it's on top of a offering table. Okay? And this article is found on my website, metanetra.com. You can read the entire article, but my time is short, so I'm not gonna go into it.
So the spaceship.
Yeah, you can get to that. Also, the spaceships. Oh, wow. You know, if the spacecrafts have been deciphered or not, or are they really spacecrafts and things?
Wu Jaru, the so-called spaceship that you showed, brother, isn't.
Not only did they prove that his resources aren't credible, they proved that this nigga didn't even do a real search. He clicked on the first fucking thing he found and presented it. So imagine what he's been doing with all his other shit. That is crazy.
That just ruined. That's just ruined. You know, in the stone, right?
No, what he's calling a spaceship is not a spaceship at all. It is.
No, I'm saying what you're showing is just some ruin inside of the stone. Something that has been ruined.
Yeah, the other I didn't show it, but the other one you talking about these glyphs that
translate.
people use to say that there's hovercrafts and UFOs and spaceships. Right. I have a whole article on that, and I explained that that's called a palimpsest, and it's called and it's damaged glyphs that are part of two people's names, Ramses II and his father Seti I. It's their two titulary titles. That's what people are looking at. I explained it on the website, so I encourage people to read it because my time is short here. But I also want to say that young Pharaoh failed.
You smart enough to know that at this point, it ain't no saving this nigga. It ain't no saving this nigga. They didn't prove too many flaws and too many infallibilities, if I said that right.
To answer Reggie's question when he asked him about name any scholars out of any of the books that he's read that backs him up and says that the Medu Neter has not been deciphered or translated. He failed to do that. He didn't give any scholars because there are none. All right. Yeah. And then what was the last thing? Oh.
Well, I think I heard Pharaoh said Professor Walter Williams. Professor Walter Williams backs Pharaoh up. That's a scholar.
Okay,
I didn't say that, but that's a fact.
Yeah, he didn't say it. So that's fine. But it's Professor Walter Williams has made that claim, and we addressed those claims with Professor Walter Williams as well. So I'm saying out of the books that he read,
even Pharaoh admitted that he never said that. So you definitely trying to save me. Definitely trying to save me.
Because he's reading information about the ideograms and things like that. He skipped over.
I told you though, y'all don't want to listen. I told you.
1 second. I didn't interrupt you, brother. So he skipped over that. He skipped over that information. So I would implore him to, like Dr. Maya said, to do some more research, learn how to do literature review, read the scholarly consensus, and then come to the table. And
this nigga uses the first thing he finds on Google, and not only does that, if he does read, the whole thing, he just skims through it.
And demonstrate and prove how these scholars have it all wrong. All right, because he failed to mention somebody. Dr. Walter Williams doesn't study the language at all. Matter of fact, earlier, young Pharaoh did not even know what the rebus principle was, and that is a key critical element in order to understand how a writing system relates to its spoken counterpart. Okay, without that knowledge, none of this stuff is going to make sense. All right, and then Asar Mutep introduced the acronym.
And that's a crucial part right there. That's crucial too. He didn't even know one of the key things to studying and understanding a language. And not only that, he never even tried to decipher it himself. This is crazy.
Acrophonic principle, which is the pronunciation of a word. You take the first consonant, and that becomes the alphabet, if you will, or the phonetic pronunciation, and you use that for different words. All right. So, with that, I'll just end off and just remind people that.
All right, Brother Sanjetti. Brother Sanjetti.
Hey, Sal, you see my screen?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. Just listen to the conversation. I think about brother young Pharaoh, and if he learned Medu Neter and was able to teach it and actually build on it, I can actually see him being twice as powerful than he is now. You know what I'm saying? Because and I'm going to have to go on the age, brother. Because when I was your age, I had already taken Medu Neter and everything like that. I was initiated, and I used to think like that. Okay. I used to think that, it was disagreeable energy on the walls. That's something I learned from the Nawapian camp, okay? But then, I had to see, let me see for myself, okay? You could be so much more powerful than you are now if you took the time to really learn the meta nature. You know what I'm saying? Think about you taking a group of people in a
still trying to teach him and give him pointers.
Museum and you translating the text and us, me and the others standing back like, yo, he right.
I bet you ain't listening to a word.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I would love to see you do. You know what I'm saying? I know that we're having these arguments back and forth that it can't, this, and etc. But, you know, there's a lot to be learned, brother. You know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of potential, but you're not using it. You know what I'm saying? Use your potential. Actually go in and learn it. You know what I'm saying? And the way that you memorize information, dude, you could probably memorize a whole bunch of those glyphs in less than a month. The way your memory works. You know what I'm saying? But
I said that a long time ago.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Okay? Because, like I said, I've been where you've been. Okay? I already been where you've been. And, in fact, I told you that last year when we met in New York. Okay? But, again, you have this enthusiasm and you're letting your ego block your own blessings.
Exactly.
Right. I used to be cocky, too. But I was never so cocky that when an elder corrected me and, you know, try to show me where I'm wrong and teach me something, I was never too cocky to not listen.
You know what I'm saying? You're letting it block your blessings. And here we are, people who have at least twice as much experience as you that want to give you knowledge. Okay? I've been teaching metal nature at Temple University at the PASSEP program, all right, since 2009. Okay? Along with languages and history, etc. Okay? All of us on this panel have had that experience with teaching and offer to. I mean, I would teach it to you. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you'll be a badass if you actually decided to, you know what, let me humble up, learn this language, and actually learn linguistics from an African perspective. Dude, you'd be unstoppable. But you are blocking yourself. And you have people who have twice as much experience as you telling you, yo, dude, like, this is what you can do.
And one thing that I noticed, too, he doesn't believe, you know, information from black people. It's only legit when it comes from white people. He talk all this black people shit, but none of his resources are black. And there's plenty of black scholars out there that are legit resources. But from what I can tell, he's one of those niggas that don't believe it's, you know, legit unless it's coming from a white person, or unless a white person, you know, verifies it or vouches for it. Let me meet
you. But hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. All right, I'm trying to show you something. When you say that about demotic and meta nature are not exactly the same thing. Okay, you can have problems translating demotic because let me show you something.
It's not right.
Okay, let me show you. Can y'all see that?
Yes.
It's easier to understand this here. This is formal meta nature. This is the hieratic form of these signs. All right. This is like for the A. That's your K8 sound. That's your G sound. It's easier to figure this out. When it gets to hieratic, it's a little bit more difficult. But when you get to this right here, which will be demotic, this is another form. It's harder to decipher this because it's abstract. So I can see people having trouble with this at a certain period of time. Not this. This is what we are talking about. You're talking about they haven't deciphered 45 to 50% of this. Okay, but what you're saying does not apply to this. It does not apply to this, nor the cursive hieroglyphs that you mentioned earlier, which is in between these two.
Wow. Not only did he show where he got that shit from, about 50% of it being wrong, he wasn't even talking about the right goddamn thing. That's fucking crazy.
Stages. Okay? So what you're saying could be correct in its own context, but it's not correct for formal meta nature. And here we are, we're trying to show you, yo, this is what it really is.
No, y'all trying to run from the question and trying to belittle me and talk to me like I'm a little dude and I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, hold on, bro. Actually, when it comes to the language, you don't. Okay? You actually don't. So I'm going to talk to you.
Don't nobody know. That's the whole point of this.
No, hold on. Whoa. Guess what? No. You don't know. And we're trying to
don't know. We all don't know.
No, that's you. Speak for yourself.
How it was translated.
Hold on, Pharaoh, hold on. Let him...
Even if this nigga had a teacher, this nigga can't be taught. You can't teach this nigga shit.
Go.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Okay. So we're trying to show you.
I'm sick of that though.
Yo, bruh. I'm not that dude. I'm really not. Calm down. All right. Yeah. So Reggie's offered it to you.
And he keeps
offered it to you. Yo, bruh. Calm that down. I don't do all that back and forth.
Come on, Pharaoh. Okay. Let him go, Pharaoh.
Every time Dr. Mayat jump in, y'all don't say nothing to her. I'm reacting off her.
Come on with all that.
Brother that's talking right now, this ain't for him.
Yo, bruh.
Hold on, y'all. We want to end the show without none of that, please, man. Let's have a good ending.
So tell Dr. Mayat to act her age, and then I'll act mine.
All right, come on, Pharaoh. Let him go.
Just stop acting like a...
Dr. Mayat hasn't said shit in like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And he keeps targeting her. He said he got me drinking. Shit, beds are crazy. All right, now. Y'all one more time, y'all better add it now.
The little kid. Go ahead, Sinjadi. Go ahead, Sinjadi, finish your statement, honey. Go ahead, baby.
Every time you jump in, I'm going to jump in.
Oh, okay. All right. You're right. You're right, brother. You're right. So anyway, so I just wanted the people to understand that's really what's meant here. That meta nature and demotic are not exactly the same thing. There's differences. So anyone who actually wants to learn it, and again, even with the antics that you've given, brother, I'm gonna be humble and say I'm gonna still extend my hand to you, regardless. All right, even though you don't like us for some reason, whatever, I'm gonna still extend my hand to you, regardless. Okay.
Hey, son, now you see my screen? You see that book right there, son?
I never said I don't like you. I never said that. There is people I don't like.
Calm down.
Slander, bro. You paying
slander. Excuse me, brother.
If you took that to court, how would you prove that that's slander? Especially if they play this video.
Excuse me. I'm gonna do all that. All right. Slander is when I'm trying to defame you and talk trash about you. I'm talking directly to you. I'm not going behind your back. I'm talking directly to you.
And you're talking down to me and you're giving me premises.
Hold on. When it comes to this right here, hold on. I'm 35. You're 23. You're younger than my younger brother. I'm not trying to play you, but we're not peers. So I'm not going to talk to you like
damn sure not peers.
See, you're taking it the wrong way. Calm down. Listen. Y'all learn to listen. You're taking it the wrong way. Okay?
No, y'all trying to sun me and I'm not going for that. That's what that's about.
Yo, brother. Yo, calm down.
No, stop the brother and then trying to sun me. And I'm not.
All right, yo. Let's move on. Come on, y'all. Let's go.
All right, yeah, I'm done.
Hey, Salnetta, you see that screen right there, brother? Can you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, hold on.
You can literally tell by the way this nigga acting that when he said he was the smartest black person alive, he really believed that shit. He really believed it. Even, when he talks to like actual scholars and people with degrees that have been doing it probably as long as he's been alive. This nigga still, I am amazed. I don't know how the fuck I keep being so surprised by this nigga. And I know what's coming. And it still surprises me.
Walter Williams' book right here. Pay attention. It's the historical origin of the letter J, and he goes in to say the alphabetic chart, showing the world's first system of writing by the ancient Egyptians, the hieroglyphic, the hieratic, the demotic, and the phonetic. It say from the phonetic ancient Egyptian alphabet came to Greek and Latin. I'm very, very confused by this. Why would Walter Williams show this in this book on page 88? I got it right here in front of me. You know, it makes absolutely no sense to do that. You know, why would Walter Williams have this book? Listen, he has a chart showing that the hieroglyphics actually has been deciphered. And it's it's right there. I just showed y'all. So at the end of the day, Pharaoh, no one's trying to sun you. What we're saying is, this is what we're saying. You're playing, hold on, let me finish. Listen, hold on, brother. When I'm around James Smalls, right?
The debate is over. Y'all didn't.
I'm not debating. Okay, we lost. Listen, let me just say this as your brother. Listen, as my brother. Listen, you're getting upset now. Listen. My point is, as your brother, when I'm in the presence of James Smalls and them, right? Info DC, they my elders, man. They got me by 50 years of knowledge and wisdom. So they make points. Sometimes they might be wrong. That's cool. But at the end of the day, their knowledge is vast. And I sit there and I listen so I can catch something. The problem that me and you always had was you came out on our corner, right? You jumped in with a lot of vigor.
Yo, we ain't even going through all that. I want to say peace and Black Power family. Thank y'all for tuning in. We had a good debate. We out of here, family. Peace and Black Power. We out.
All right, that's it. That's the end of that video. And we had 2 hours. Y'all good with that? You said, yo, no, we died. No. Right. Huh? I guess y'all good with that. You said, let's build. Hey, colleague, y'all know what to do to get extra time. Crazy, he wants the knowledge but rejects teachings. Right. I would, but we out of time, bro. Right. All right, y'all. I guess y'all good with that one. I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. But I appreciate you showing me that video. Because I did not know that shit was out. He said he was at the cockpit. I ain't go to right. I'm gonna get on out of here. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that stopped by. Like I said, every live stream is y'all who make these lives lit. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure it's on all. Support the channel. Hit the Cash App, the PayPal, the Venmo. It's your boy, the one and only Brandon's baby. Remy on my eye. You was just tuned in to Rim. You said, no, y'all. Remy needs some rest. Right. You was just tuned in to Rim TV. I see y'all when I see y'all. Till then.